Good morning, children. Welcome back. I am your social science teacher. In today's session, we will discuss about lesson 2 Hydrosphere. Before going into the lesson, a small recap what we learned in the previous two sessions. Children, in the last session, we discussed about the hydrosphere, forms of hydrosphere, and importance of hydrosphere and types of water bodies. They are ocean, sea, rivers, lake, waterfalls. In this session, we are going to discuss about water cycle. Children, what is hydrosphere? Hydrosphere is the total amount of water present on the earth. Hydrosphere covers about 71% of the planet Earth. 97% of water is salt water and rest of the 3% of water is fresh water. Now we will see water pollution. Sundar said to Rani, we should be very careful about how we use the water. We have the choice to conserve water resources or pollute them further. So she said that we have to be very careful about how we are using the water which is available. Water pollution is a common phenomenon around us. That is, polluting the water is a common phenomenon around us. What is the meaning of phenomenon? It is a fact or a situation or that happens. The garbage, that is waste, that we throw in water bodies make them impure and not fit for use. Whatever waste we throwing into the water, it becomes impure the water and it is not fit for use. This increases the scarcity of water for household use. You can see once the water becomes dirty, we can't use for the any household purposes for cleaning, washing, bathing, and that will increases the scarcity. Scarcity means shortage. The first picture is clean river. The second picture is polluted river. Throwing plastic waste thing, it is polluted. Children, Rani and Sundar discussed something. Let us see what they are discussing. Rani said,
Oh, water scarcity?
Sundar replied, yes, we face it too, Rani. The whole of Tamil Nadu face a huge water crisis.
You are right. We should overcome this problem with steps to use water thoughtfully.
Children, how can you save water? You so small, use very little water. And how can you people save the water? Children, you can easily do this. First one is take water in a bucket for bathing instead of shower. Turn off tap while brushing teeth. Take shorter baths. Turn off tap while applying soap. Turn off tap after each use. Do not flush tissue paper or waste into the toilet. After washing vessels, check if the taps are closed. Children, do you know water continuously moves on below and above the surface of the earth? There is a water cycle that occurs continuously. Water changes its state from solid to liquid, liquid to gas again, gas to liquid in this cycle. The solid form of water is ice, and liquid form is water, and gaseous form of water is water vapor. The picture you can see the water cycle. The different stages are evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and runoff and infiltration. The first stage of water cycle is evaporation. We can see the picture what is happening there from the ocean or the water body. The water is becoming air moving up. That is the heat energy of the sun falls on the water body is like ocean, seas, lakes, rivers, etc. The heat energy is falling on the water body. The water slowly evaporates as vapors into the air. Water rising as water vapor. This is the first stage of the water cycle. The second stage of water cycle is condensation. As the water vapor rise high, The cooler temperatures make them cool down and turn back into liquid. Children, you know the first stage, water from the water bodies. It gets heated from the sun's rays. It rises up, and as it rises high, what happens? Temperature is cooled and it makes them to cool down, and again it turns back into liquid. This is called as condensation. Wind moves the liquid around, leading to the formation of clouds. Next stage is precipitation. Wind movements cause the clouds particles to collide. Collide means crash. They become rain bearing clouds and fall back. The smaller clouds join together and they become rain bearing clouds, the clouds which will bring rain. When the clouds start getting heavy and cannot hold the water droplets anymore, they fall back to the earth in the form of rain, hail, or snow. This process is called precipitation. Next stage of water cycle is runoff and infiltration. The absorption into the soil is called infiltration, and the water is flowing way into the oceans or rivers is called as runoff. It is not a one way process, it is a cycle continuous. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and runoff and infiltration. Children, what are the different stages of water cycle? The suns heat up the water from oceans, lake and rivers, and water changes into water vapor by the process of evaporation. That is, water from the various water bodies get evaporated because of sun's heat. As the water vapor rises up into the air, it starts cooling down and forms tiny water droplets. These water droplets come together to form clouds. When the clouds start getting heavy and cannot hold the water droplets anymore, they fall back to the earth in the form of rain, hail, or snow. Okay, children, before winding up, a small recap what we learned in this lesson. Earth is made up of land, water, and air. Water is necessary for all life forms. 3% of water is fresh water that is found in ground, lakes, ponds, streams, and rivers. There are 5 major oceans in the world: the Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Southern, and Arctic Ocean. Waterfalls forms when river falls from great height. We should use the water carefully. Okay, children, I hope you have understood this lesson. Thank you.